Hi guys, this is Rice Snow. Last time we added the lantern item, so now we can switch light on and off by equipping or unequipping the lantern. And now we implement day and night cycle into this game. So in this lighting class, first we create a bunch of variables: integer day counter and float filter alpha. Default is 0f, and also final int day, final int dusk, and final int night, and final int dawn. Also integer day state, and the default is, okay, let's choose day. So we created 4 kinds of state of the day. So first we start from the day, and after a while it becomes dusk, so it gets darker and it becomes nighttime, and after a while it gets brighter again. And we're gonna handle that in this update method. First case is day state equal day. So in that case, we're gonna increase this day counter, and if so it hits a certain number, so for example like 600, then we're gonna change this day state to dusk and reset the counter. So how long this daytime lasts is totally up to you. So I set 600, and which means 10 seconds. So it's really short, but you know, this is just for testing. So, and then we're gonna check dusk. So it's getting darker, and here we change the value of this filter alpha plus, for example, 0.001f, and we're gonna use this alpha value for this darkness filter. So alpha 0 means this darkness filter is completely transparent, but as the number increases, it reduces the transparency of the filter and the screen becomes darker. Okay, let's set the alpha first. And here we're gonna set filter alpha. And after drawing this darkness filter, we're gonna set it back to 1f. And if this filter alpha, we increase this filter alpha, and if it is greater than 1f, then we're gonna set it to 1, because 1 is the maximum value of this alpha. You know, if it's more than 1, then it returns error. So, and if it hits 1, then we're gonna switch this day state to night. So if this alpha value is 1, then this is not transparent at all anymore. So that means the screen is really dark. Okay, then next condition, day state equal night. And here, yeah, like this daytime, so we're gonna increase this day counter, and if day counter, so the same, I think 600, then day state equal dawn. So night time is over. And also reset the counter. And the final condition, if day state equal dawn. And so this time it's getting brighter, so we're gonna decrease the alpha value 0.001f, for example. So we're gonna subtract this number from this 1f, so the alpha value gradually decreases. And if filter alpha is smaller than 0, then we're gonna reset to 0 and also change the day state to day. Yeah, like this. Okay, I think that's all. Okay, I think I'm gonna display some debug info so we can see the current day state on the screen. String situation or something. The switch day state, in the case day, then situation equal day. G2.set color white, G2.set font, G2.get font, delay font, I got 50, and draw the text, draw string situation, and okay, I want to display at the bottom right of the screen, so something like this. Okay, let's check. Alright, so daytime. So after 10 seconds, yeah, now dusk time, and it's getting darker. And now night time, and it lasts 10 seconds, I think. And dawn, so it's getting brighter. And the daytime again. Yeah. So if you're not a big fan of pure black filter, then you can adjust these RGB numbers. So for example, setting 0.1 for blue, like yeah, so yeah, see the difference? So it's a little bit more bluish color, like this. I'm actually liking this better. Kind of reminds me of old Final Fantasy or other Square games in Super Nintendo era. So we implemented the day and the night cycle, but obviously time is passing too fast right now. So you can tweak these numbers to your liking. So for example, if you want to continue this daytime for 10 minutes, then you can set 36,000 here. And if you want to reduce transitioning speed, then you can use smaller number here, like 0.0001f. Then it takes 10,000 frames to reach 1, so the dusk time becomes 166 seconds, I think, so a little less than 3 minutes. So yeah, so please edit it however you want and find the best settings for your game. Alright, and here's an extra part. I think it would be nice if we had an item which makes you skip to the next morning. So for example, if you set 36,000 for the night time, then it lasts 10 minutes. And if you don't have any light source, wandering in the dark for 10 minutes can be pretty stressful. So I created this tent image and also a sound effect called sleep. So I'm going to copy this to the sound and import the sound effect sleep and create a class. Tent. And a type goal type consumable, I think, and the name is tent and the image you can sleep until next morning, and you can make it stackable if you want. Then we create the use method, public boolean use entity. And here, so if we use this tent, so basically, we switch the day state to the day, but just instantly switching back to the day would be no fun. So I want to add some visual effect. And to do that, we create a new game state. So game panel, public, final, int, sleep state. And then open the UI class. So add a new condition. Sleep. And draw sleep screen. Then create this method. So anyway, it's fine. Maybe after this one. Public void draw sleep screen. And we increase the counter here. What we're gonna do here is, so first the screen gradually gets darker, then gradually gets brighter. So kind of similar to what we did for the transitioning screen. And we do that by using this alpha, filter alpha. We are not using this anymore. So first we're gonna change this filter alpha and also this day state to public. And okay, here, if counter is smaller than 120, for example, so this time I set 120, so the screen gets darker for the next 2 seconds. this need to be public. And here we're gonna change that alpha. So manager dot writing dot filter alpha. So we increase the alpha value like a 0.01f, and if copy alpha is greater than 1f, then we're gonna set it to 1f. Then the screen gets brighter until the alpha hits 0. So if counter is greater or equal to 120, then so this time we decrease the alpha, and if this alpha is smaller or equal to 0, then we set it to 0f, and reset the counter. And also we're gonna change the day state to day. Then we're gonna change the game state to play state. Then let's go back to this tent graph. And so here, when we use this tent, we change the game state. So game state to sleep state. And also play the sound effect, I think. Play SE. And if you want to make this item disappear after use, then return true. And if you want to make this something you can use any number of time, then return false. And this time I return true. So this item is one time only. Either way is fine, but I think if you can use this any number of time, then you can kind of exploit it. And so basically nighttime won't mean anything, you know, because you can always return to morning. And okay, maybe you can restore player's life to player.max life, and mana too, maybe. Yeah, like this. Yeah, let's check. Okay. And yeah, let's place this item. So asset setter. Yeah, let's check. Alright, tent and lantern. Alright, so now getting dark. So let's use this tent. Yeah, like this. And it's gone. So it's one time only. Okay, now the final touch. Instead of the player sprite, so let's display this tent image when he is sleeping. Open the player class. So let's create a new method. Public void get sleeping image or something. And here we received buffered image. Copy this. And we just set this image to all the directions. So no matter which direction he is facing, it gets replaced with a new image. And okay, go to the tent class. So when we use the tent, gp.player dot, we call this get sleeping image, and the path down one, so means this tent image. And the UI class, so when the game state return to the play state, we replace the tent image with player's original sprites. So gp.player.get player image. Yeah, that's everything, I think. So let's check. Alright, get the tent. Alright, let's use the tent. Yeah, like this. So even if it's night time, if you use this tent, then you can return to the why dusk? What? This is strange. Something is wrong. Oh, probably which one? Day counter. Okay, so we also need to reset this day counter too. Sorry about that. So which one? This one. Where is it? So gp.emanager.writing.day counter. We reset this one too. Okay, it's night time, so let's camp. Yeah, daytime, so we return to the daytime. This tent is just an example, so you can utilize this sleep state in various ways. Another example would be you can create your own house and a bed, or create an inn, and when you touch the bed or talk to the innkeeper, you change the state to sleep state, so you can sleep. And in that case, I think you don't need to change the player sprite, so just change the state and play the sound effect. So yeah, anything is possible, so try adding your own sleeping situation if you're interested. Okay, so that's all for today. So we implemented a day and night cycle and also a sleeping item. So hope this was useful for you. Thanks for watching, and until next time.